In a program famed for its sprinters, Tennessee State's Madeline Manning went the extra mile. Just how far made an indelible impact on her country, her gender, and her race. As the first American woman to claim Olympic gold at 800 meters, Manning also opened the door for women of color to run longer distances. Her win was convincing, powering home at the 1968 Olympics with a 10-meter margin of victory. She broke the tape in Olympic and American record time while shattering a few stereotypes in the process. Manning set the pace for TSU's Tiger Bells, too, winning race after race for one of the most highly decorated track and field programs of its era. She blazed a trail as a world-class runner. Tonight, we celebrate Tennessee State's Madeline Manning. She joins the Collegiate Athlete Hall of Fame. She is Dr. Madeline Manning Mims. It's even more impressive. Let's start in 1968, Mexico. You win the Mexico City. You win the 800 gold in the 800 meters in Mexico. Can you paint me a picture of what that was like for you back then?
Yes. First of all, I was 20 years old. I was a sophomore at Tennessee State University, and everything was just so unbelievable to me, you know, to be there and to be a part of the world competing. I remember preparing to go out to run, and in my semifinals, there was a young lady named Vera Nicolic, who she and I were top in the world. She was top in the Eastern Hemisphere, I was top in the Western Hemisphere, and we had run against each other the year before, and I had beat her by a lean, and she was there. But something unique happened in that in her semifinals, both of us were running, and at the end, I didn't see her. And so when I got back to the Olympic Village, I was like, what happened to, where was Vera? And they said, you didn't hear? And I said, no. Said, Vera walked off the track and tried to commit suicide. And I was like, what, why? The day that I was on my way to my finals, Vera was standing with two men beside her, getting ready to go home. And the Lord spoke to me and said, go back, she needs you now. And I walked back, and all of a sudden I got really afraid because I thought, you know, first of all, I don't know if she speaks English, and I sure don't speak no Yugoslavian. So I didn't know what I was going to say, whatever. But I just shared my love for her and my faith with her. And the next year is when I found out she came back to herself because she was put into an institution. And she came back saying, Madeline came back, and she was on her way to her finals. And I all of a sudden realized why I run. I'm not just running around in circles. I have a purpose to be at the right place at the right time with the right words that will save somebody's life because of God.
Told you I cry easily. Part of that purpose, too, it feels like, was women of color didn't run distance back then, and you opened the door. How do you, when you look back and think about that, what do you think?
Yeah, I didn't know that that's what I was doing. You know, I was just trying to have fun and win, you know. But later on, I found out that not only winning the medal, I also broke the world record. And because of that, women of color were able to start running long distance, because 800 meters at that time was the longest that you could run as a female in the Olympics. And it opened all kinds of doors the next thing I know. And we look at it today, and we see women from all over the world running. And to think that I had a part of that was a part of my purpose, is extraordinary for me to think about.
Well, and also to think about the health issues you had as a youngster,
Yes.
that you're ever in this position.
Yes, I had a praying mother. At 3 years old, I had spinal meningitis, and the doctors came in and told her I wasn't going to live. And mother gave me back to the Lord, and she just prayed over me. And the next day they came in and said, we don't know what happened, but she's 50% better. But we're going to tell you she's not going to be normal. She probably will be mentally retarded. That's what they would call it back then. And she physically will never do what the normal child does. And I think they prophesied because I never have done what the normal child does.
I'm listening to above normal right here. Listen, it seems you can't have a Hall of Fame without having a Tiger Bell. Do you have a Coach Temple story?
Oh, how many?
How much time do we have?
I was his first distance runner, and so he really at first did not know how to coach me. And I came in to talk to him one day and accidentally let the door slam a little bit, and he's like, "Manny, sit down, because I'm about to send you home. Yeah, they'll come in here slamming my door." And I said, "Well, I need to talk to you because you really don't know what you're doing with me." And he said, "Okay." And I love this about Mr. Temple. He was man enough to say, "Okay, what do I need to do?" And I said, "Call my coach. He's your friend, and you all get something together and help me." And they did. He talked to him. Coach Alex Ferenczi was from Hungary, and they put a plan together, and that's how I won the 800 meters from that part.
Not only in the Hall of Fame tonight, also in the Oklahoma Jazz Hall of Fame, Dr. Madeline Manning Mims.
Thank you.